The three lads of chaos are here this evening. Good
are.
God.
I'll say.
We are. And thank goodness that discretion was the better part of valor, and we did not attempt a live reaction show or a post-game reaction show last night, because those primetime games. Remember when you and I volleyed the idea of going on at like 2 a.m, Dan? When
No. No.
You were like, I think I'm going to do it. And I'm like, well, if you're going to do it, I'll do it.
No.
Starts a conversation like that. I just sat down.
No.
Oh, man.
Bad.
Yeah.
This was a better decision.
Yeah, you don't know what. Well, of course, you don't know what's going to happen with the three of us get together in the first place. But
anyway,
what you have done has made God very unhappy.
Very much so. As we know, the BS Express is in full force.
There we go.
There we go. All right. Punch your tickets. Drinks are free. The seatbelts are not seatbelts, they're staples. You're being stapled to the chairs.
Oh man.
Okay.
That's like Moe's rope belt from The Simpsons.
Ooh.
Remember?
Ooh.
You ever see that episode?
Yeah, I have.
He's like, oh, he's making us look like a bunch of cheapskates. And he's like, oh, my rope came untied.
God.
I love the seasons 1 through 10 of that show. That's my pocket.
Oh, it's great. Anyway, welcome to the Seahawks Sessions post-game show. My name is Dan Cruz. In the middle is Kevin Wilson. And there's Dustin Henry all the way on the side of the show because he's there. That's his corner.
It is. I sometimes they let me out. Sometimes they put me in. Just call me baby.
Hey, I just met you. And this is crazy. Why is that song in my head now? No.
I'm sorry. Carly Rae, don't strike him for that beautiful rendition.
I don't know about beautiful, but sure, let's go with that. Anyway, lads, it was a great win, but don't forget to like, follow, share, subscribe to the show. However you may be watching, however you may be listening, I'm a little congested, so if I sound like I'm dry heaving like Darth Vader, I'm sorry.
Dry heaving
like Darth Vader. That's a vision.
That's a shirt at the Time to BS store.
Dry heaving like Darth Vader. Well, I don't know. It was the first thing I thought of because, like, for context being here is like allergies here on the island have been terrible, just god awful because the cold has been. The cold air is nice to sleep in, except when you wake up.
Yeah,
and then you just feel congested. It's terrible. Oh,
I got the flannel sheets on the bed already here because I feel like, I mean, Kevin, I know you're in Texas, so this is like the time of year where you want to go outside. But
absolutely. We
Dan
did that yesterday, as a matter of fact. It was wonderful.
Yeah, see, you can finally go outside because it's not, ungodly hot down there now. But Dan and I, like, the switch happened. I don't know if you feel this way, Dan, but it was like overnight. It was all of a sudden, it was like, oh, it's still in the 70s during the day. Oh, we're in the 50s now, and it's going to rain.
That's great, though.
I know, but it means the nights are in the 30s, and I'm like, I wasn't ready for all this. And then you got the shortening of the days already.
Right,
it's dark at 4
dark by the time you leave work. It's like
I know.
Yeah. It's terrible.
It is.
But anyway, we got some stuff to talk about. But I have a question for you, Kevin, because I thought about you this morning.
Bring it.
All right. So, do you take sweet tea with your barbecue?
I do not.
Why?
I'm not a tea guy. Okay.
You're in Texas, Kevin.
I understand that, and all I have to do is look over there, and there's a sweet tea going on.
There's a bucket of sweet tea.
You hit him with such a why, Dan.
The question here is to why? Because let's all paint the picture here in this room because You know what? I'm not going to because I already poo-pooed on your parade enough with the quesadillas. I'm not going to do this.
I was gonna say. Is
I'm gonna be a smart man.
Is this another quesadilla situation?
I'm gonna be a smart man. I'm just gonna be a smart individual.
All right, so I'll finish the statement though, because Kevin, I'm with you. I'm not the biggest sweet tea person. All right, sweet tea, it doesn't do it for me. For me, Dan, it's the Snapple lady, glass bottles. You remember her?
The glass bottles are the superior tea.
Yeah. But Kevin, so if you don't take sweet tea with your barbecue, what is your beverage of choice?
That would have to be, in Texas, okay? That would have to be a Dr. Pepper.
I was about to ask, was that Dr. Pepper or Mr. Pibb?
Mr. Pibb is outstanding, let me just say.
Okay, all right.
Okay.
What? There's a button there.
We've been to the Dr. Pepper Museum.
There's a museum of Dr.
There
Pepper?
is.
Where is
there
that?
absolutely is. It's down in Waco where Baylor University is.
Okay.
And we went down there to go to a Baylor game. And while we were there, we went to the Dr. Pepper Museum. So in Texas, to say that Mr. Pibb is better than Dr. Pepper, you get marched right out of the state for saying something like that. And let me just say, though, it's regular Dr. Pepper.
Thank you.
Not strawberry, not vanilla, not whatever else they add to it ruins Dr. Pepper to me.
What about cherry Coke?
Cherry Coke is outstanding.
Cherry Coke is great.
Not as good, though, as lime Coke.
I never had lime Coke.
You need to experience that as soon as possible.
Where do I obtain this lime Coke?
Well, what you do is, we went out to eat yesterday.
Okay.
And I had a Coke, and then you say, with lime. And then they bring the limes over there, and you squeeze it right into your Coke.
Squeeze it.
Okay.
And dip your limes in there and kind of swish it around a little bit. It's outstanding.
Yeah.
That's limes, though, not lemon.
I've tried it with the lemon. It's not as good with the lemon, and I am a lemon fan. But yeah, I have to agree with Kevin on this one. If I'm going to do it, it's lime time.
Yes.
What a great no creds reference there.
Yeah, I didn't even put that together until I
watched that show too much.
Well, we have to. It's a quality show, man.
Oh, well,
yeah, true.
Thank you. And also, we always have to thank Ryan because in an indirect way, he is the genesis behind this fine program. So it's how I met you too.
Technically, he is correct. This is true.
Yeah.
We will get to the Seahawks' impressive win in Washington, D.C. in a matter of moments. But as we do know, lads, is this show free?
That is be a negative.
Ryan, take it away. This show ain't free, so time for some ads.
Hey everyone, it's Ryan from No Credentials Required to talk to you about one of our newest partners at Belly Up Sports, SeatGeek. Yeah, live sports is great on television, but the feeling of being at the arena is a priceless experience. That's why our friends at SeatGeek are there to help you find the best tickets at the best prices. Not only can you get tickets to sporting events, but you can also get tickets to concerts, comedy shows, musicals, and more. Search for your desired event now at SeatGeek.com, enter promo code BellyUpSports at checkout, and you save $20 off your first purchase. SeatGeek. Life's an event. We have the tickets.
That's right, peeps. Use the promo code BellyUpSports in all caps. $20 off your first purchase at SeatGeek.com or the SeatGeek app. So, how many of us thought that game was going to be a blowout?
I did not think that it would be a blowout. And I was concerned because, Jaden Daniels, and we talked about this on Friday.
Yeah.
And after we just saw Lamar Jackson return from injury and just go, supersonic.
Now, let's also be clear here. We did predict when we made our predictions for the season that this game was circled on our map as, ooh, this might be a tough one.
Yeah,
right.
This might be a tough one. It was this one in Tampa.
Right. Let's face it, because they just played in the NFC title game. a year ago.
Yeah. Yeah. That game should have been closer, but that's beside the point. But like this is a team in Washington that took down Tampa Bay in the first round of last year's playoffs.
Right.
Then destroyed Detroit at their own game.
Right.
In the divisional round, which was the upset of the year. And then and that game in Philadelphia should have been closer, but whatever. But Washington was in the NFC Championship game last year.
Right.
And they were the favorite by a lot of people to win the NFC East this season.
Yeah.
Now that's not going to happen because, other reasons. We'll get to that later. But they're 3-6 now.
Yeah.
But
they can cash it in right now.
This game right now was like, either we're really good or Washington's bad.
Right. And this goes to show, because we talked about this before this, we thought that the running game was going to be the Seahawks calling card going into the season. It has not been.
No.
And it's been the Sam Darnold show. And let me just, I don't know if you heard, but he threw 17 straight completions yesterday. And that's a team record.
Yeah, I was about to say it's got to be a franchise record.
It is a franchise record. He only threw 3 incompletions the entire game.
Yeah. Yeah. And he had the one pick, but we could pretty much get away. We could disregard that.
We can disregard that. And the key stat, because we talked about this on Friday as well, no sacks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No sacks.
They kept them upright, and I will say, okay, so Washington. So I have some idea of why they've come back to earth a little bit. One, people know what to expect from Jaden Daniels now. He caught everybody by surprise last year. He's not catching anybody by surprise this year. Defenses are prepping for him. They're doing it, but he is still a problem. But here's the thing: he hasn't really been healthy.
He's missed 3 games.
Yeah, he's had injuries, and you could just tell he's not. He was playing through some stuff, and they also have been decimated at the wide receiver.
Oh my
position.
God!
They've been talking about that on the broadcast. Even the running back position, they're down to Bill.
They're down to
Merritt.
Chris Rodriguez. Raise your hand if you knew who Chris Rodriguez was before the game yesterday.
Nope.
Yeah. No, I mean, so offensively, they've had some injuries because they lost Austin Eckler. They lost,
unfortunately for me,
most of their receivers. But what I cannot explain, gentlemen, especially when Dan Quinn is a defensive head coach, he's a defensive head coach first.
They got nothing on the pass rush.
Yeah, they're
nothing.
They can't pressure anybody. They can't pressure anybody. The Seahawks, who, as Kevin was getting into, our running game has been abysmal. There's no way around it. And Kenneth Walker was able to get to the outside a couple times last night, which has not happened with the exception of week 2 against the Steelers. That's when the Seahawks running game looked good. But that's been the lone game, by my estimation, where it actually looked good. Last night, it was 88 total yards. Charbonnet had some runs. Walker had some runs, but it was still, it was Sam Darnold and the defense. That's what carried this game.
Raise your hand if you thought Sam Darnold would have a dang near perfect game last night. Not it.
I did not. I don't.
Holy cow!
I did not think, and it's super impressive because you had 2 guys yesterday who caught their first ever touchdown pass.
Arroyo and Cody White.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And so he's spreading the ball around. I've got Jackson Smith-Njigba on my fantasy team, so I'd like him to direct the touchdowns that direction. But other than that, and we talked before the game started when we knew Cooper Kupp wasn't going to play.
Torrey Horton.
And I said, it's time for some Torrey Horton season.
Yeah.
And all he did was catch 2 touchdowns.
Yeah. Yeah, and 6 passes too. 6
passes, and so we got a show to do tomorrow where we, talk about who we're picking up off the waiver wire. Torrey Horton's going to be on my list of people you want off that waiver wire.
And he's a big target too. You'd be surprised. He's not a small guy. He's a big target.
Right.
He can run.
And he can run, and it's in one of those other 5th round pickups by the Seahawks that they just seem to have a knack to make, and they work out.
How? Don't know.
Yeah.
Don't know, but we've not seen the best out of this guy yet.
No.
No, I
No,
don't
I
think
don't think
so.
And so I like Cooper Kupp. I still like him, but he's fading into the background. And so Torrey Horton is going to be impressive down the stretch to me.
Yeah, and they got Cody White too, who could fill in the slot as well if need be.
Right, because a 60-yard touchdown.
He's very Baldwin-esque, his size.
Yeah.
He really is. Like he caught a few like acrobatic passes last year when he had his opportunity called. And he
Right.
had some Baldwin-like catches. I was like, Doug, are you out of retirement? Like where'd you come from?
Angry Doug, man.
And, we talk
miss
about
him.
the rushing totals. Remember, the receivers had 21 of those yards rushing and a
Yeah.
touchdown.
Yeah.
Now, who in the world gets 21 yards rushing out of the receivers and a touchdown?
It
The
just
Seahawks
goes.
did that last night.
Yeah, and it just goes to show they're trying to find even more ways to get JSN the ball because they know he is their offense right now. They know it. So I mean, I'm hoping that Torrey Horton can continue to emerge. Like you said, Kevin, I'm not happy to see Cooper Kupp out. I have been, after reading some things and hearing reports, Cooper Kupp is instrumental to this team, but it's in a different way.
Right.
It's not as much on the field anymore, except he'll throw some blocks and things at times.
He's a scary good blocker.
Yes, he
Sure.
is. But they like him for his leadership qualities and his acumen for the game. He knows a lot about schemes. He's seen a lot of things. He can figure it out. Players have said he's like having another coach out there. But with all that being said, I mean, I could not believe Torrey Horton torched that corner. Torched him.
Absolutely.
He could not have been more open. And what you love to see, and I hope that they can do this continuing on, because it seemed like in this game, the defense has carried this team at times during this season, because the offensive has had woes converting on third down. There's been a couple things where you could say, okay, the offense has its moments. JSN's amazing, but this is a defensive team. But last night, I felt like the offense was pushing the defense. The defense was feeding off of what the offense was doing, because they had an 8-minute and 7-second 12-play drive when they got the ball in the first quarter. It took up almost the entire first quarter. It was amazing.
Yeah, and then the other thing that I wanted to touch on is, like, a lot of people. Well, let's get to Sam Darnold while we're segueing into this whole thing. Sam Darnold had a near perfect game. Other than one interception.
Yeah.
Other than an interception, which was like, okay, whatever. He had, 3 incompletions?
Yeah.
Three.
He had 3 incompletions.
Yeah. He was perfect up until the half, and also the first possession in the second half. He went 17 for 17.
Unreal. Like, that's not a bad defense too.
No. And you almost can't underhand a ball and hit the receiver 17 straight times.
Yeah.
But he did it.
And he looked, I don't know about you, Dan, but I was watching him. He looked relaxed back there. He had no worries.
He did. He looked like, I'm just here. I'm just my normal day at work in the office.
Yeah.
It's like, all right, I'm just going to work.
And they need to keep wearing those uniforms.
Oh, is it beautiful?
That was absolutely stunningly beautiful, watching them run all over the place in those uniforms. And,
gorgeous.
And contrast that with whatever you can call that the Washington Commanders were wearing.
I understood why they were wearing it, because they're retiring Art Monk's number.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it was an homage to their Super Bowl, right? I think
one of their Super Bowl teams in the 80s. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. But they looked like it wasn't good compared to the Seahawks. in their uniform.
Yeah, good point.
Well, I mean, those unis.
Yeah, true.
I mean, I like our current uniforms. I am of the mind that I like the current uniforms, but I have to admit, there's something special when the old ones come out. You know, it's
And that's
nice to
not the
see.
last time they're going to do that.
No, it's going to be good. It's going to be good.
They've got that game up against the Rams when they're both going to do that.
I can't wait for the Rams. I see Rams Twitter every now and then. They're terrified of us.
Yeah, we'll see.
Oh, they're terrified.
I'll have to.
That
I'll
might
have to,
be overstating it just a little bit. If we're going to get some clarity, though, this weekend, because the Rams and the 49ers play each other
Oh, boy.
this weekend.
Oh, boy.
I don't know who to root for in that one.
Well, that's one of those things where if the
Dartford?
whole stadium collapses, you'd be fine with it.
Or better yet, they finish with a tie.
It's like the Dark Knight Rises at that scene where they're Heinz Field.
Right, exactly. And so, as long as nobody gets hurt, and and both teams, had to be, sedated or whatever.
Oh, Jesus. But
you'd be fine with it.
No, you would be fine with it.
Yeah, but I've always said, though, if it was the Russian against the 49ers, I'm going for the Russians. So and we talked about this the other day when I was talking about my trade that I put out there, and people acted like I just came on there and said,
George Pickens deal.
Yes,
Oh,
I
yeah.
love the 49ers because I absolutely got taken behind the woodshed.
Yeah,
Kevin's on a roll today.
Yeah, I guess so. I guess people weren't too thrilled about the prospect of George Pickens.
No, and it wasn't even my original idea. It was written about here in the Dallas Morning News, and I read that, and it intrigued me. And I thought, well, let's see what Seahawk Nation has to say about it.
Yeah, but I don't think Jerry would actually do that move because he could argue it's one of the good decisions he made.
It's the best decision he made all of last season.
Oh yeah, so he's not gonna jettison George Pickens because that would be giving up on one of the few signings that has worked out for the Cowboys. He's not going to do that.
I have a question. How do Ram fans feel now that the Seahawks are 6-2?
Right.
They're technically in first place of the NFC West.
Technically, yes.
They have a shot to get the 1 seed because Green Bay lost.
Yeah,
Green Bay is
frauds.
Fraud.
Frauds.
Fraud.
Sorry, they're frauds.
You cannot, and they've had some terrible losses. You cannot lose to the Carolina Panthers in Green Bay.
At home.
And I appreciate Rico Dowdle once
Nope.
again from a fantasy perspective because I have him on my team.
Yeah, that's a good acquisition.
That's a good point. Yeah.
Yeah, so I appreciate that.
But anyway, there was a number of NFL experts in quotes that have said, "Oh yeah, the Seahawks are not going to do well because of Sam Darnold."
Right.
Well, you hear that sound? You hear that sound, guys?
Or here's another idea that's going to be very controversial. You could shut the up.
Well, fortunately for us,
we can't.
They have been shut it up.
Yeah.
A lot of people noticed the Seahawks perhaps for the first time last night. But I look, I'm not gonna sit here. I wasn't heaping dirt on Sam Darnold like a lot of people were.
To be fair, we did call it.
That
they would be good. We did call it.
But I do not think that anyone could have predicted Sam would do this. He's getting MVP consideration. He is, and even
that is impressive.
My uncle, who is a Giants fan, he texted me last night. He said he made a joke. He was like, he goes, Sam Darnold is the Daniel Jones of Baker Mayfield's, and I laughed at him, and I said, hey, you give Sam a line, he's demonstrating that he can make all the throws. And my uncle said he looks better than he looked in Minnesota. And right now, I have to agree.
He
And
never
we were
threw 17 straight completions in Minnesota.
no. And we were hoping that we would get a version of what was in Minnesota last year.
Right.
So, I mean, not
I
to
mean-
defend the pundits, but I don't think anybody saw this coming from Sam.
Screw it. I'm here for it.
I'm here
I'm
for
here
it as
for it.
well. And it just goes back to, we've talked about it, Mike McDonald.
Oh, man.
Michael. Anyway,
I just observe a big bzz off of that one.
was that the TBI?
Yeah, I think so.
What a
His
defense,
ability to adjust.
What was that?
Oh, you caught that one, huh?
What was that? Kind of hard to miss that.
Yeah.
Anyway,
His ability to adjust has been impressive.
yeah.
And that's on offense, especially when he's a defensive guy.
Mm-hmm.
And he's over there and he's got the guy who's going to, the run guy and Clint Kubiak.
Yeah.
And he's,
Yeah.
Sam Darnold is who we're going to feature. And it's worked. And then they started the season by not blitzing. And then he said, okay, that's not working. So we're going to do this. And that worked. So everything's roses.
I have a
at this
tweet
point.
that I have to share, you guys.
All right.
This is great. It's like from Dave Klug on Twitter. The Seahawks did something very few franchises have the balls to actually do: blow up a middling playoff team for a full rebuild. And it looks like they made the right call. And I responded with, "Oh my God, it's like I feel validated once again. Pete Carroll was obviously not going to make the Seahawks better. It was too obvious. Mike McDonald for the win, boys."
If you'll remember, on this very program, we talked about when they started to dismantle, what are the Seahawks doing?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But
Who
they
was the voice
finished
of
it off
reason?
by, bringing in who they brought in.
Yeah.
So
Jackson Bevins was very critical of the moves that were made for very good reason.
Mm-hmm.
well, we were questioning half the moves.
Oh, yeah.
And then they backed up the truck, loaded it, and brought it to Seattle, and it's worked every single instance.
Yeah. And I don't think so. I don't want to speak for you, Kevin. I'll let you talk, but I will say, Dan, without question, you were the most optimistic about this offseason.
Damn right I was, boys.
Yeah, and I was a little bit more pessimistic, but I believed in what Mike McDonald was trying to do with the defense and everything. And you converted me. I will credit you. You converted me when you preached about the zone blocking scheme and what Clint and the potential, the scheme that Shanahan system was gonna possibly bring to Seattle, and it hasn't happened yet. But you can't deny everything has worked. And I'm not going to sit here and say that they're going to be the number one seed in the NFC. They got a tough road in their division still. I still believe that. But if you look at their schedule,
it's not terrible.
I think we got a lot of winnable games on the schedule.
I've got their schedule right here.
All right, Kevin, hit us.
Okay, so they're playing Arizona. We know this.
Yeah, the Cardinals at home,
which they're playing right now.
But is Brissett the better quarterback for that team?
That's unfortunate for Arizona.
Yeah,
that could be a true statement. It shouldn't be true, but it could be. So they got Arizona at home, and then they've got at Tennessee, Minnesota, which would be the revenge game, obviously. Then they go to Atlanta for the second straight year, which I've never understood why they have to do. They played Detroit 3 straight years on the road.
Yeah.
Why
Those
can't
games
the NFL come up
cardiac.
with a better schedule? I don't know, but and we don't know what we're getting out of Atlanta.
Yeah.
They've looked good, and then they've looked like absolute clown show. So
You
at
skipped
this
the
point,
Rams, by the way, Kevin.
Oh wait, what week are the
Before
Rams?
Tennessee. They're before
Oh.
Tennessee.
all right. That's right. Because they play
They-
3 out of 4 on the roads: Arizona, at Rams, at Tennessee, Minnesota, at Atlanta.
Yep.
Then they've got Indianapolis,
That's going to be fun.
Yeah.
which they showed what the Steelers of all teams showed what the prescription is for that. And if you get 6 turnovers, that makes things a little easier.
Yeah.
Yep.
So then they've got the Rams at home, and then their last 2 games at Carolina, you don't know what you're getting out of them either.
Yeah.
And then the 49ers on the road.
The fact that they're 6-2 right now, with a very winnable set of games, with the exception of the Rams,
Yeah.
and the Colts to a degree,
Right?
is screw it, I guess.
Yeah. I mean,
It's exciting.
yes. I mean, even me, because I'm not going to sit here and go, okay, but I mean, winning 12 to 13 games is entirely possible, because I am always worried, like, one of those games is going to be a trap game. One of them will be. One of them will be that you expect to win. I mean, heck, look at Minnesota this past. They caught
yesterday.
the Lions. Yeah,
Right.
they caught the Lions. So you never know. But I'm also not sitting here going, oh, the rest of the Seahawks schedule, it really scares me. And I'm going to have to check in. I'm going to have to check in with my friend who's a Rams fan, the playmaker, Darnell Solins. He does a Rams podcast. He also does a bunch of NBA, WNBA coverage, everything. He's a Rams fan. We talk about the Seahawks versus Rams every once in a while. I got to check in with him, see how he's feeling.
I talked to a couple Rams fans and asked, what are your thoughts in the next 2 weeks? And they said, I expect a bloodbath.
Yeah.
Because Stafford's playing well.
Yes.
Right?
Stafford's
Which is
playing
one
well.
of the things that I pointed out as a key for them.
But their offensive line has not been. Their offensive line has been okay.
Yeah.
Which, good God. I mean, you need. Even let's get to the. We'll focus on the Rams down the road, but
Yeah.
Okay, right.
the defense also showed up big time as well.
Oh,
They
yeah.
did.
Did you guys see that tackle that Nick Ebenwari made on Deebo Samuel? He had one guy in one arm and Deebo Samuel in the other arm. I was like,
Yeah.
that's a safety doing that?
Well, and Deebo's a strong receiver.
He's not a small guy.
And he can run and he can pop you a little bit. So that makes it even more impressive. But the one that really impressed me, and we've been wondering about this player for weeks, how he was going to be when he returned. When he first returned, he looked a little rusty. But Devin Witherspoon, he stopped what would have been a first down and possibly more for the Commanders just because of his speed and covering the field. I don't think a lot of other players could have made that stop, but that's the one that jumped off the page to me. I mean, I was feverishly taking notes because so much was happening. So much was happening at the half. Sam Darnold was 16 of 16, 282 yards, 4 touchdowns. But man, I mean, the defense definitely had some moments. How about that Okada interception? Okada's showing up. He looked like a wide receiver there.
He is. And that's the other thing I want to tackle with you guys, because Julian Love has been oft injured this season.
Right. Yeah.
Devin Witherspoon has been hurt.
Correct.
Yes. Tariq Woolen has been inconsistent as you know what. Uchenna's been out. Now they're going to lose Ernest Jones for probably 4 games.
Hopefully not. But
by the way the reports are looking, it says it's not season ending, but we'll see by Wednesday. I'm like, okay, that's good.
Yeah.
Right.
That gives me hope.
He's been hurt as well.
Even Warrior's been hurt too. And then it's it's been the next man up. You're not
Right.
winning because of these guys.
Yeah.
Right.
You're winning with them.
Right. You've got guys named Mel or, Joel, and they're making plays.
Or Steve.
Or
Yeah.
Steve,
Yeah.
Nick,
Not
Yeah,
to be
I
confused
mean,
with Steve
and,
Largent.
yes.
No one
So-
can confuse the great Yoda. But I would say, and I would posit this question to you, but if you had to pick a defensive MVP early to start the season, besides Leonard Williams, okay, I would put an argument for Josh Jobe out there.
He's been good.
Because
He's
Josh
been
Jobe
good.
has played so well that it's made them not have to worry about Reek. Reek could just sit there,
Yeah.
because of
Yeah.
how well Jobe has played. Even Chris Collinsworth said it last night. He said Reek Woolen's a Pro Bowl guy who just sits because they had so much depth at corner, and it's
Yeah.
largely because of Jobe. And also, you could throw Hall out there too. He stepped up big time.
Yeah. Derek Hall's
and-
been nice.
Derek and DeMarcus Lawrence.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Boy
Yeah.
Mafe is the other one that he
And-
doesn't have. He doesn't have the sack numbers that he did the last couple of years, but he's getting pressure.
Yeah.
He is. Isn't it kind of hilarious how the Cowboys are 30 whatever they are in defense, and yet they got rid of 2 quality defensive players
Oh,
Yeah.
I love
like
it.
this. So that's a
Yeah.
shame for them.
I mean,
Nope.
we had to stop.
Don't
He hasn't come out in a couple weeks.
leave him in the closet right
He
now.
hasn't come out.
Right. He's sitting in his suite right
put
now.
Put Grandpa Jerry in the closet right now, Dustin.
Yeah, he's in his suite right now having his glasses cleaned. So
Yeah, he's having his cross eyes examined.
Oh man.
That's a South Park joke.
Oh man.
Kevin, I think Kevin got that one.
yeah, okay. We're good.
You got us.
He's trying to hold it together.
You've been on a roll the last couple of weeks because you had that Vegas joke last week. Even when I'm not on, I listen. And then the week before, you absolutely blew my mind because of the Paul Bear.
Yeah,
So you've
I'm
had
not
it
doing it
going.
right now. I'm not doing it. Right now.
Yeah. That's
I'm
for
too
the live
congested to do it
show.
right now.
That's for the live show.
Jesus. Oh man. Oh geez. But it's been this whole season so far has been satisfying. But I
It
beg
has
to question.
been. And here's the most satisfying to me, though: 4-0
On the road.
on the road.
Yeah.
And since McDonald became the coach, he's 11-1 on the road.
That's
Yeah.
insane to think
That's-
about.
Unbelievable.
It is.
Now they just need to translate that at
Back
home.
home.
Yeah.
Back home. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, because that's the thing, and I still have the built-in anxiety from the Carroll years. The Carroll years, we were unbeatable at home. Unbeatable. The Seahawks had one of the best home field advantage in the entire NFL, but they
True.
couldn't do anything on the road.
Especially at that 1:00 Eastern time.
Oh yeah,
Wow.
that was always bad news. But McDonald's flipped that. Whatever he's doing, they're unbeatable on the road now. They got to work on the
destroying teams on the road.
Yeah. And I was worried because did you notice that the defense, they were waving to the Commanders fans. They told them to leave before the half. And I said, no, don't do
Unbelievable.
that. I said, don't do that, especially with somebody like Jaden Daniels back there. Because he had moments. I mean, like I said, on the one, Spoon stopped him from a huge gain. I mean, Jaden Daniels, he was ready to play last night, and he did get out of the pocket a few times. And he got
He did.
going.
He had, I wrote it down, he had 10 rushes for 51 yards and a touchdown.
Yeah. So, I mean, he was trying to make something happen, but it's just they couldn't. I think the Seahawks got him on their back heels early, and they just couldn't. They couldn't come up with it. And like I said, I'm a broken record, but I did not expect the Commanders' defense to be like this.
Uh,
Dan Quinn, I thought would.
And this was one of the keys because you and I talked about it, Dan. That because they're 7th in the NFL in sacks, but they got to him no time. And when they get no sacks, the Washington defense is awful
Yeah.
in
Yep.
every possible way, passing, defense, whatever. And that got proven yesterday. 31 points in the first half.
Well, and it was also nice to see. I mean, you hope that Jaden Daniels can come back at some point. You hope.
Well,
you don't want to see anybody get injured, but
no, you don't want to see that. If I'm Washington, that's the last play for him this season.
Yeah,
For Jaden, yeah,
for Jaden Daniels, they're 3-6. This is going nowhere fast. So
big time, and they might trade people too. They might trade people. But the question I have, Dustin sent us a video before we started recording.
That's right. That's right.
A certain Bill Simmons, who's not biased at all in any way, shape, or form.
No,
no,
not.
Bill Simmons, unbiased. What are you talking about? Are they for the hype? The hype train has left the station.
Yeah,
ladies and gentlemen, is full steam ahead.
Yeah.
They're for real, right?
Right, and that's too bad that the train left and they're still standing there wondering what happened.
Well,
they're late to the party.
The BS Express doesn't have room for everybody. We have a limited snack budget.
And all those people, including those from our own community, who
possibly barbecue as well.
Yeah, snacks and barbecue.
Completely
quesadillas.
Discounted the Seahawks.
This is true, but
there were several of them, and that's why they were plus 550 to win their division.
Which we have claimed to bet on that number and take the over.
I should have. I did not.
Yeah, Dustin was the lone wolf who picked the Rams to win the division.
That's right.
Yeah, but I still don't think it's that crazy of a.
It's still early, and they're 6-2 as well.
Yeah,
and they've shown that they've got some things they could work on.
Yeah, they got some things they could work on over in Los Angeles, but and
we'll see. Like I said, 49ers and the Rams get it on this weekend. And
I have a question.
We'll see.
Mm-hmm.
The Seahawks are making a trade. They're trading for somebody. We don't know who, but I know this team. They got something planned up their sleeve. They got something
go ahead
planned.
and do that.
Because the deadline's tomorrow as we're recording this.
It's 4 p.m.
Well, and Eastern. It could, yeah. And, you hit the nail on the head, Dan, because they probably have something planned. If we know in the short time that Mike McDonald and John Schneider have been together, they're going to do something. But did the Ernest Jones injury force their hand, perhaps? Do they depending on with the term of his injury, do they try to make a move to bolster his absence? Because we know how crucial he's been to the defense and this team. Or do they go in a different direction? Who knows?
I have a prediction. I think they're going to go one side I think they're going to go one trade on each side of the ball.
Okay.
Offense and defense. I think they're going to beef up the line. Because Bradford had a nice game, but for most of this year, he's been terrible.
Right. And he's been singled out.
By the entire Seahawk media.
Well, not just by us as well.
That too.
And so maybe yesterday was a thing, of things to come. And he just needs to watch Gray Zabel.
Yeah.
Because that guy, he's a candidate to be all-pro already.
Yeah, as a rookie.
And so if he could play half as good as that, we'd be happy.
Yeah, and that is the one thing, Kevin, you mentioned at the top of the show, they have some things to clean up. I would like, because Charles Cross and Abe Lucas uncharacteristically got some penalties yesterday on that first drive. 15-yarders, false starts, holds. I was starting to be like, oh man, is it going to be one of these games? And they got to get that under control a little bit. They're too good to do that, those two
That's
players
right.
respectively.
Right. You don't want to shoot yourself in the foot because then, you've got no foot.
Yeah, you can't walk.
Good.
An ancient
Jeez.
proverb, don't shoot yourself in the foot, then you've got no foot.
No
kind of-
kidding.
It's kind of like, do either of you know the band Kings of Leon?
Yes, I do.
Okay, all right. So I got to go on the tangent. Now, I don't have the album that this song is on, but they have, they got some songs. They got Lose Somebody. They got, and, but there is a lyric in one of their songs, and he says, if you walk a mile in my shoes, now you're a mile away and I've lost my shoes. I was like, what kind of lyric is
What?
this?
What?
Yeah.
That's weird.
He said, walk a mile in my shoes. Now you're a mile away and I've lost my shoes. That, I submit to you, gentlemen, is probably one of the worst lyrics I've ever heard.
Right. And I always question.
All right.
And I know the Beatles are beyond reproach.
Yeah, you can't.
Okay.
Yeah.
But the line in the song, I've got feet down below my knees. Where else would they be?
That's true. That's true.
So it was the 60s, to be fair. There was a lot going on in the 60s.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's
There's a
true.
lot going on, if you know what I mean.
There was, and
Our team wasn't even a thing yet.
no, it wasn't.
No.
Man.
No, 76.
1976.
Yeah,
know?
there you go.
The
There you go.
50th season, and what a way it's shaping up. You know?
Oh, yeah. Do you think that the MVP hype for Sam Darnold is real before we close up shop for the day?
I do believe it's real.
It's got to be.
Because not only is he playing well, but he's done it in front of a national TV audience now.
Twice.
Twice.
Yeah.
And so when you're doing that, there you
Why
go.
not?
And,
Why not?
And Baker Mayfield was the early guy, I think,
Yeah.
but he's come back to the pack a little bit.
A little
Yeah.
bit.
Daniel Jones, 3 turnovers yesterday. We'll do that for you.
Mm-hmm.
So,
And we could talk about, because even that Tampa Bay game, now I didn't see it because I was up in the mountains, but I did catch up a little bit with the highlights. They didn't lose that game because of Sam Darnold. I mean, the pick was horribly timed, yes.
No, but it wasn't his fault.
But defensively,
they didn't blitz.
Yeah,
at
that's
all.
why they lost. That's why they lost that game. They talked about it on the broadcast last night. Mike McDonald was still embarrassed about the defensive performance in Tampa Bay, and
That's
they
gonna
almost
haunts him the whole year. And
Right.
so far, like four games since then, they've been blitzing.
yeah.
And they've done it creatively too.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
And because anybody can blitz, but
Unless you're for the Jets.
well, can you disguise where the blitz is coming from? And he's made that happen.
Yeah, they're blitzing they're getting to the quarterback in some of the most creative ways I've ever seen.
That's right. Because they had just not 4 sacks, but they also hit the quarterback 7 times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this is a speedy
And this is a
quarterback.
guy that before he was hurt, obviously, is able to maneuver his way around the field. And so to sack him 4 times is impressive. To hit him 7 times is impressive.
Yeah. Yeah. But to just answer your question before we go, Dan, it's real. It's real because people are noticing now. And I think even the most negative Sam Darnold, who thought this signing was going to be terrible,
Mina Kimes,
who thought that Sam had
Yeah,
nothing.
the supposed Seahawk, darling of the media.
I mean, I got no problems with Mina.
I got no problems with Mina also. She knows her stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And also,
she's
Mina,
a Seahawks supporter, so you know.
you are
And there's some
welcome.
people, though. Let me just
anytime.
say, there's some people who absolutely despise her,
Oh yeah, no, they're
which I was kind of surprised about because, you know, I've watched on occasion when I get home from work, and NFL Live is on, and she's on there quite frequently.
Mhm.
Yeah, she knows her stuff.
Yeah, she
And
does.
so I have had no issues with her.
She does, and go look up the video of when the Seahawks drafted DK and her reaction. It's been around for a while. It's a funny one, but yeah, I mean, the most negative Sam Darnold, people who thought this signing was going to blow up in their face, and people, and I'll put myself in here because I said we have more evidence to suggest that the real version of Sam Darnold is the version that we saw on the Jets and the Panthers and the Niners, rather than the year in Minnesota. And so far, I've been wrong, and I'm thrilled to be wrong. Sam, keep doing what you're doing. The MVP talk is real.
And it is, and especially when you look, and we talked about this the other day too, is the guy he replaced has thrown like 89 interceptions.
Yeah, the Raiders are yeah, they're just there.
That was a good game yesterday.
That was
though,
a good
between,
one. And but then again, when they needed him to make the play,
the 1 yard line haunts Pete Carroll once again.
That's right.
It's true.
It's
true. But
Absolutely
the crazy
And
thing
did you
is,
see his reaction was the exact same reaction at the goal line in the Super Bowl?
Mhm.
yeah,
It's almost like, I feel nice to be validated once again.
you are going to relish in this.
I
for the
don't give
entire
a crap.
season. And you deserve
Listen,
it. You deserve
Listen,
it.
there's a couple Raiders. I work with a couple Raiders fans, and they come up to me and says, "Dude, you were so right about Pete Carroll." I'm like, "Thank you. I feel validated once again."
Yeah, but the crazy thing is, you know who was wide open in the end zone on that play? Tyler Lockett, who signed on Tuesday.
Hilarious.
I think Tyler still has some juice left. I think he still has some juice.
You brought this up earlier about Cooper Kupp and his leadership. I think that's one of the main reasons why they made no effort to bring Tyler Lockett back to the Seahawks.
Yeah.
Because they already have what he can bring in Cooper
This is
Kupp.
true. This is true.
Which I still don't get why he went to the Raiders. Okay.
Pete Carroll, that's why.
Well, I get that. But your career's almost over with. You're not winning with the Raiders. You know, after you retire, you can call up, Coach Carroll and reminisce or do whatever it is you want to do. But I'm trying to win a championship as my career runs out. It's not happening in Vegas.
No.
It's not happening.
Nope. Not at all. Any final thoughts to close our shop for the night, guys?
I have nothing. Looking forward to Friday.
Looking forward to Friday already. Who knows what kind of insanity will ensue? Oh, I have a question for you, Dustin, because we brought this up.
All right.
What is your favorite monster/horror movie?
All right.
Good one.
Horror movie. I'm not like the biggest horror movie guy.
Right.
But I'm trying to think. Okay. This is not really a horror movie, so I'm kind of pivoting here.
Okay.
But I really like, have you ever watched, it's a comedy, it's got Tom Hanks in it. It came out in the 80s. I watch it every Halloween. The Burbs. Have you ever seen this movie?
I have.
Yes, I have.
Yeah, I love The Burbs. I wouldn't call it a horror movie. I wouldn't call it anything. And I realize that's not really an answer. I can tell you what's not my favorite horror movie, Insidious. I watched it on Halloween while I was over at my sister's having cocktails. That's not a good one.
I can back you up on that.
Yeah, that was not great. But as far as favorite horror movie, I'm gonna have to get back to you because there's nothing rushing to my mind. But Halloween, The Burbs, it has to happen. It's a tradition. Love it.
Okay.
All right.
Well, that's
Well, I
a
guess
spin
that-
I didn't see coming, but yeah.
All right. Well, there you go. That's Dustin's brain for you. Anyway, we're going to get out of here, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for tuning into the Seahawks Sessions post-game show from the capital region of Albany, New York. There's Dustin Henry over there. From the great state of Texas, there's Kevin Wilson in the middle. I'm coming to you from the beaches of lovely Long Island, New York. And we'll see you all in this life, most certainly the next one. Cheers, everyone. Have a good night.